Just state your name, who you are, and what you've done in education and art.
What up? Gabriel Tiago, MC, teaching artist of like 15 years now. I'm a high school dropout, teaches high school and college. I've done a lot of artist and residency programs throughout different high schools. Started after school programs and still exist to this day. I travel around the country and the world doing workshops and like guest appearances in a lot of schools. And a whole lot more.
Raps with yours truly.
Yeah.
All right, this is the question I would like you to answer is, what approach do you feel is best for stimulating a want amongst youth, and specifically youth of color, to attend college?
All right, say it one more time.
What approach do you feel is best for stimulating a want amongst youth, specifically youth of color, to wanting to go to college?
I think for me, like when I was in high school, I never had guidance counselors that like looked out ever, and kind of like broke down how different college is from high school, and how much like freeing and interesting it is to like take classes that you're actually interested in instead of just like the general requirements. So having more of that in high school, I think, would be like a great plus. Making high school work more for the students would be another great thing that would make people like feel like, oh, school is actually like can help me out with my future, you know what I mean, and be interesting, and I can grow here instead of just, you know, a lot of times they feel like prisons here in this country. I think those things would help.
Kind of like the correlation we were making earlier, where you're talking about the school system and prison for profit, kind of feeling like they're tying into each other. And if you're a student in that system, it's going to make you not want to be there, and definitely not want to do more college or more school.
Yeah, and just like build like I think like critical thinking and like at an earlier age, and building like and trying to build leaders really instead of like building batteries for a machine, because I feel like that's what a lot of like public schools do, especially for like youth of color. Like they teach you to be a worker instead of teaching you to be a free thinker. They don't teach you to be like
are you talking about like the way the curriculum is set up?
Yeah, absolutely. The way the curriculum is set up, and and especially like with the way the world is like changing. Like I think there's statistics that like most people by the time they're 30 would have worked in like I don't know, like 10 different like professions. Like you gotta teach people to have ideas and to be able to like change quick, because industry and technology is like changing so fast, you know what I mean? So
learning to adapt,
you know what I mean? Just like those basic skills, I don't know, would make college more interesting, I think, for me, if I was like in their shoes right now, you know?
And I like the way you say it feels like if you started it younger,
a lot younger.
Like high school, when we get to high school, it's already too late. You can't really stimulate that want when the want's already left town 3 years before you get to them. So it's younger and creating more of a critical thinking for themselves. Youth. I feel that. Thank you, Gabe.
No doubt.